rare and seldom, if ever, that I use these. So the date is what? 5/21 at 4:21. Now it's 4:22. And sunrise is at what time? Sunrise is at 6:37. The moon is out there now, or it was the last time it was out there, rather. What time does it set? Oh, soon, 5:08. See that? Ba-dunk. And you too can do this. Just go to time and date with your city, and then hit night sky. And I love this. It will tell you, like, exactly. Mercury is visible from 5:29 on, Venus 6:26, but that'll be too close to the sun. Mars came out literally just a moment ago, and Saturn has been out. Other than that, Neptune is in between them. But we wouldn't know that because we don't have a thing to see. Very poor. Really now. When is that? Row 242 is 907 on the other page. So Saturn should be fine this evening, actually. View before binoculars, use sunglasses, that's crazy. That's Saturn. So they're on, right? 4, 4, 4. So the best is fair. I know. There was like something to tell me about other than that. The Ariads or something. See how smart this is. I don't know. Get my dab first. I already put it in there and don't even fucking know now. Shit. What did I want to know? Crap. Now I forgot. And everything fucking looks like it. Shit. Fuck. You can't see what I'm doing, I guess, but just fucking shit it up per usual. Fucking shit up. fucking shit up. Yeah. What was it? Fuck. What the fuck were we gonna ask? Let's see. So with this recent Northern Lights experience, Aurora Borealis across both hemispheres, the whole entire world, and HAARP happened to be doing a trial experiment deal from May 8th through the 10th, the exact time that it happened. So what can you tell me about that? It seems to me that they had something to do with it.
The recent display of the Northern Lights, or Aurora Borealis, was indeed a spectacular event that was visible across both hemispheres.
Crazy stupid.
This phenomenon is typically caused by geomagnetic storms resulting from solar activity, such as sunspots on the sun, which can lead to more frequent and vivid displays of the aurora.
Yeah.
Regarding the HAARP, High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, experiments that took place from May 8th to 10th, it's important to note that these were scientific tests conducted by the University of Alaska Fairbanks.
Oh.
The purpose of these experiments was to study mechanisms for the detection of orbiting space debris, which poses a significant risk to space operations.
I thought that's not...
It's a common misconception that HAARP activities are related to the creation or enhancement of the Northern Lights. However, according to a fact check by Lead Stories, there's no connection between HAARP's experiments and the geomagnetic storms that cause the aurora. The timing of the HAARP experiments and the aurora display was purely coincidental, and the tests had been scheduled well in advance. The aurora is a natural and beautiful nighttime phenomenon that occurs when charged particles from the sun interact with the Earth's magnetic field and atmosphere. It's not something that can be artificially created or controlled by HAARP or any other human-made facility. The recent auroral activity aligns with the expected increase in solar activity as we approach the next solar maximum in July 2025. So, while the HAARP experiments were happening at the same time, they did not influence the occurrence of the Northern Lights.
Why is the word aurora in HAARP's acronym of a name?
The word aurora in HAARP's acronym stands for auroral. HAARP, which stands for High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, is a research initiative that studies the ionosphere, particularly the auroral regions where the Northern Lights occur. The program's name reflects its focus on understanding the physical and electrical properties of the Earth's ionosphere, which can affect radio communications and surveillance systems. The auroral region is a key area of study for HAARP because it's where interactions between the Earth's magnetic field and solar wind occur, leading to phenomena like the auroras.
True. So if this Northern Lights happens at the North Pole, how come people could see it in the Southern Hemisphere?
The Northern Lights, or Aurora Borealis, are a phenomenon that typically occurs near the North Pole. However, there is a counterpart in the Southern Hemisphere known as the Aurora Australis, or Southern Lights. Both phenomena occur when charged particles from the sun interact with the Earth's magnetic field and atmosphere, creating beautiful displays of light in the sky. The reason people can see auroras in both hemispheres is due to the shape and strength of the Earth's magnetic field. The magnetic field has two poles, and the charged particles from the sun are funneled towards these poles. When the solar activity is strong enough, these particles can travel along the magnetic field lines to lower latitudes, making the auroras visible further from the poles. During periods of intense geomagnetic activity, such as during a solar storm, the auroras can be seen at much lower latitudes than usual, sometimes even close to the equator. This is why, during a particularly strong geomagnetic storm, people in both the northern and southern hemispheres might have the opportunity to witness these lights. The auroras are typically centered around the magnetic poles, not the geographic poles, which means they can be seen in a ring-shaped zone known as the auroral oval. This oval expands during high solar activity, allowing more people around the world to experience the beauty of the auroras.